Welcome in. We are going to be doing a react of human design with Ebony. And firstly, we react to the front page. Firstly, there's a cute banner, nice photo, and all of her videos are the same. They don't go all wacky. So, like, that could be a plus, that could be a minus, because, like, how do I really pick which one I want to view when they all look the same? So, um, all right. So let us go into something that's been recent. Um, we let's just pick one. It's really hard to actually just pick one because there's just so many. How many videos does this person have? 546 videos. Okay. Do you love human design and gene keys? Okay, so human design and gene keys. I actually like their videos and how they're posted. You never watch the shorts? Oh, this person does have videos. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that I was on the shorts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So, since we just watched a video about the 15th gate, let's talk about the gate of opinions. But I do want to say that this is also a beautiful um it's a beautiful setup. Now let's make this louder. Or I don't think we have to go closer.
So today we are talking about opinions in
All right. We were super sped up.
human design and Gate 17. So Gate 17 is the gate of diplomatic opinions. And essentially, if you have this gate defined, then you are very skilled at taking problems, right? Taking issues and turning them into ideas and opinions, as long as those ideas and opinions are backed up by logic and a consensus from the group. So
Now, just because an opinion has been backed up by a consensus or whatever she just said, it doesn't mean that it's actually true. So, a whole group can agree to something, but it may not be true. So, that's what she's talking about, too.
if you are new here, hello, my name is Ebony. I am a human design reader, expert, and coach. Today we are talking about Gate 17.
So, they're not a true analyst, but that's okay. They might be all right. So far, they sound like they know what they're talking about.
So, the shadow of this gate is opinions. And it's not to say that having opinions is a bad thing. It can show up in one of two ways. So you're either overanalyzing all of you're over analyzing your opinions, or you're over identifying with your opinions. So you are utilizing logic so much so to the point that any opinion that is contrary to yours, you are picking at it. Like you're picking at it, and you're like, oh well, this is why this can't be true. Like logically, this can't be true. And it's just like it's I don't know what the word is, but like you're basically nitpicking at everything.
Opinion wise. So far, I like this person. I'd like to hear the remaining 5 minutes of what she has to say, but she's really using the gene keys aspect of this to put it all together, and it's really beautiful.
Nitpicking at everything with logic, right? Even your own opinions, right? It can also manifest as a feeling of superiority. Like my opinions are right because they're backed up by logic, which means your opinions are wrong, right? It's this obsession with objective truth.
So, I don't know what objective truth means, but once again, just because a whole group agrees that something is correct, it doesn't mean it is. 30 Helens agree that the water went down the drain.
right? Because this is backed up by logic, that means that this is true, and that means that nothing else in the world can be true, and I'm right and you're wrong, essentially. It's not always that black and white, but those are the two different manifestations of that particular shadow. So, the gift of this gate is farsightedness, right? And the true power of this gate comes from when you move into the gift, right? So moving from the shadow of opinions into farsightedness requires you to see the opposite side of every opinion, the opposite side of every story, right? Allow yourself to find the logic.
I find it's actually quite easy to listen to this person. They put a story together quite well
In each perspective, right? Because honestly, you can find logic to back up anything. Like any perspective, any opinion, you can find some kind of logic, something, some evidence to back it up, right? Anything. So what you are able to do with this gate, with the gift of farsightedness, is see the logic in everything. It's see the other side of the story. See how this could be true. Like, even though I believe this is my opinion, this is the held belief that I have, how could this other thing be true? You know, what evidence is there that this is true, right? So you're zoning out. You're coming out of your own perspective. You're coming out of your own opinion, and you're branching out. You're looking at a bigger picture. This is what makes it diplomatic opinions, because you're like, okay, I can see how that can be true. I can see how there's evidence and logic to back this up. Even though this is what I believe, even though this is my opinion, okay, I can see it. Okay, right? So the highest expression of this gate.
That was my chart there. I was seeing if I had the gate of opinions, and I do. It's actually in my design earth and perfected following one with, and the same as perfected leading. So without following, there cannot be leading.
I don't know how to say this word. Omniscience. Omniscience. I think it's omniscience.
Honestly, I love the fact that she allows herself to be herself.
I think it's omniscience. I will put the spelling in the description box, but I think it's omniscience. So, but essentially what it is you have the ability to challenge everything. That's the real power of this gate. You can challenge the dogma, which is so funny because I just did a live on like the dogma of human design. With this gate, you're not with dogma of any kind. You're going to challenge everything. You're going to question everything, every perspective, every opinion, every held belief, every system. You get to look at it and say, okay, how could this not be true? How could this other perspective actually be true? What's the logic behind this? What's the logic behind this? What is the evidence for this?
Okay, so I don't know if you guys keep on hearing her say logic, but it is part of the logic system, so that's why she keeps on saying logic.
And because you're able to challenge everything, because you're able to question everything, because you're able to hold these different opinions and see the logic in all of these different sides, you literally get to create change in systems, in institutions, in religions, right? Because you have this ability to find the logic in everything. Because you have the ability to say, okay, I can see how this is true, but I can also see how this is true. Like, logically, they both kind of make sense, right? And you understand that there really is no objective truth, right? Because everything can be backed up with logic. Everything can be backed up with evidence.
And if you look through the internet, there's tons of studies being botched by tiny children all over the world nowadays.
Of some kind, right? So what you bring with this gate is the ability to completely tear down, completely just, demolish things that are dogmatic, things that are kind of monotonous, things that are no longer serving people, but that they're almost following blindly, you know? So with this gate, you're coming through like a wrecking ball. And it's just like, okay, well, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? And it's not in like a pestering way, not like a
Well, for me, it is a pestering way because I do have the channel of judgment. So, some people, if they don't see it as helping the collective get to the betterness, they do see it as pestering. So, for me, it seems like pestering.
nitpicky kind of way, but it's seeing every single side, seeing the logic in every single thing, and being able to wake people up, right? So that is Gate 17. If you have not seen my Gate series, I will go ahead and link the playlist, and I will see you in the next video.
All right. Well, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed that point of view. I am going to give it a 10 out of 10. I've never met this person before. Maybe in the future we could watch some of her stuff. I subscribe to her just so that we might be able to. But yeah, knowledgeable. I would say that I got a deeper understanding today of what Gate 17 meant. Um, and that's because she used the gene keys to help her explain that. So, yeah, if you guys are into gene keys, that's what gene keys helps you do is helps you understand the gates, the channels on a very deep level. So, yeah. Human design with Ebony. I subscribed. Did you? All right. Thank you for watching.